The Indian Ocean, a vast expanse of water connecting continents and cultures, was once a hotbed of piracy. From the 14th to 15th centuries, one group of pirates, known as the Blackbeard Confederacy, instilled terror in the hearts of merchants and sailors. This fearsome alliance of pirates, named for their ruthless leader, Captain Blackbeard, operated primarily in the waters around the Horn of Africa, preying on ships laden with valuable goods traveling between Asia, Africa, and the Middle East. They left a trail of devastation in their wake, disrupting trade and leaving coastal communities in ruins. The Confederacy's reign marked a dark chapter in maritime history, highlighting the vulnerability of seafaring trade and the brutal realities of piracy. Their story is one of greed, violence, and the complex interplay of cultures and economies in a rapidly changing world. Their story serves as a reminder of the fragility of peace and the ever-present threat to maritime security, a lesson as relevant today as it was centuries ago. Though eventually brought down, the Blackbeard Confederacy left an indelible mark on the Indian Ocean, forever changing the face of trade and seafaring in the region. Their legacy serves as a stark reminder of the human cost of greed and the enduring power of alliances, even when forged in the crucible of criminality. The echo of their reign of terror continues to resonate in the annals of maritime history, a cautionary tale whispered on the winds of the Indian Ocean. For more captivating stories from history, don't forget to like and subscribe to MGO TV 360 History. The Blackbeard Confederacy was not a monolithic entity, but rather a diverse coalition of seafaring raiders drawn together by the promise of wealth and adventure. At its core were seasoned Somali and Swahili privateers, renowned for their seamanship and knowledge of the treacherous currents and hidden coves of the East African coast. These skilled sailors provided the Confederacy with a crucial advantage, allowing them to navigate the vast expanse of the Indian Ocean with confidence and ease. Adding to the melting pot of the Confederacy were Arab merchants and ship owners, seeking to profit from the lucrative, albeit illegal, trade in stolen goods. Their financial backing and access to markets provided a crucial lifeline for the pirates, allowing them to offload their ill-gotten gains and resupply for their next raid. Further bolstering the ranks of the Confederacy were mercenaries from Madagascar, renowned for their ferocity in battle and their skill with a variety of weapons. These hardened warriors added a brutal edge to the Confederacy's operations, ensuring their raids were swift and merciless. This motley crew, bound together by a shared lust for wealth and a disregard for the law, proved a formidable force, terrorizing shipping lanes and amassing a fortune in plundered goods. The Confederacy's diverse makeup, while contributing to its strength, also sowed the seeds of its eventual downfall, as internal strife and competing agendas ultimately undermined its cohesion. While plunder and the seizure of valuable cargo formed the backbone of the Blackbeard Confederacy's operations, their involvement in the slave trade added a particularly dark and tragic dimension to their reign of terror. Driven by insatiable greed and a callous disregard for human life, the Confederacy actively engaged in the capture and sale of African slaves, perpetuating a cruel system that brought untold suffering to countless individuals and communities. Operating with ruthless efficiency, the pirates targeted coastal settlements and passing ships, seizing men, women, and children to be sold into servitude. These victims, torn from their homes and families, faced a grim fate, enduring horrific conditions aboard slave ships and the brutal realities of forced labor in distant lands. It is estimated that over 50,000 people were enslaved by the Blackbeard Confederacy during their reign. This massive forced migration had a devastating impact on the social fabric and economic well-being of communities along the East African coast, leaving behind a legacy of pain and loss that reverberated for generations. The Confederacy's participation in the slave trade stands as a stark reminder of the capacity for human cruelty and the devastating consequences of greed unchecked by moral considerations. Their story serves as a dark chapter in the history of the Indian Ocean, highlighting the human cost of economic exploitation and the enduring legacy of this brutal trade. For more stories like this, make sure to like and subscribe to MGO TV 360 History.